What up, what up, what up? And good evening and welcome to the VP Experience.
Hi.
We're so glad that you're here with us tonight.
Yes.
I'm VP.
I'm Mileen.
And tonight's going to be a great night. It's the first installment of our interview segments.
Yeah.
Our interview series, I should say. And so, before we introduce our guest tonight, I wanted to say hello to chat real quick.
Yes.
So, what up, Goofgeteers?
Hello.
Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
Robert, hello.
Hi, Robert.
James, how's it going?
Hi, James.
Joy, welcome. How's it going?
Hi, Joy.
We hope you all are having a great evening.
Yes.
Yachty, happily ever Yachty, what up?
Hi,
RobFuz.
Hey, Rob.
We hope you all are having a fantastic Monday. We had a great day.
I'm tired. You took me shopping.
We went and shot a fun video. I'm only going to get this much into it because it's going to be a lot more fun later on. But I will tell you this. We went pop hunting today. And if you know Arlene...
I don't collect pops.
She doesn't collect pops.
No.
Okay. So, you will definitely want to keep your notifications on all so you don't miss that video because it's going to be a blast watching that one and what happens.
I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't
I'm just
know.
here for Rob today.
Well, without further ado, let's bring on our guest tonight. We're going to get to know Rob a little better, maybe a little different. Maybe you learned something about Rob you didn't know before. So,
let's bring him on.
what up, Rob? How's it going?
I know it was the first. That's too much pressure. I thought you were like, yeah, we're interviewing people and schedule in. The pressure now. The first, wow.
Well, it's ended up how it worked out.
Yes.
Because the other people that we asked and that we have coming on, it was like, oh, I can do this week and this. Oh, sweet. Then we'll just start on the 8th.
Yeah.
So welcome. Thank you for being
Thanks,
here.
guys. Thanks for having me. So
Thank you for being the first. As
Yes,
Kelly
thank you.
Kelly from the Make It Bunch always says, the retro voice of Disney.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
NYC
I hate my
finest.
voice, so I don't know how people love my voice or something. But yeah, I think I have a good microphone. I don't know.
You have that. You definitely have the radio voice.
Yes.
I mean, it's
definitely.
good that you don't have a radio face, but you have a good radio voice.
Yeah.
It's too funny. Arlene, tell everyone what you told me before the stream. You saw my video last week, so.
Oh yes. So his face. He showed a video of himself as a young.
I was 12.
Yes, 12, and he looks the same, like just a little older, of course, but you could tell it was Rob, so it was pretty cool.
Thanks. I have a baby face. So thank you for
Yes.
that compliment. I'm just teasing
You're
you. But thanks.
welcome. No.
And if you guys haven't checked that video out, definitely check it out. It
Yes.
made Arlene reminisce big time.
Oh yes.
Because she was like, that's how I remember Disney growing up. So that was really cool.
Yes.
It's really cool to see different things that people have. One of the things, before we get into some of the questions we have, one of the things that I heard you say before is that you originally started YouTube back in 2009.
Yeah.
And you stopped because of the way people looked at you or the way things were looked at when it came to YouTube back then. And I resonated heavy with that.
Yeah.
Because I used to shoot all kinds of stuff with my cell phone. I never considered myself a creative person. I've always been the athlete, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something that I kind of enjoyed. But at the same time, the way people looked at me and the lack of support from the family because of the way they looked at me, I completely shut it down and stopped and didn't do anything. What up, Jack Morris? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? And so I definitely understood that.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in probably 2006, 7, 8, being in Universal, being in Disney and shooting video, and I would just hold my cell phone out and record, and people would walk by and be like, what is he doing? And then the family would be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You sound so silly. And I'm like, just leave me alone. And then I never did anything. I wish I would have. I wish I would have now. Hindsight's always 2020, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
you know, my parents always got pissed because I never filmed my family. I just like filming. Like, I went to school for communications, and
okay.
I had a TV background and everything, and I just love filming and taking pictures. And you know, that footage isn't great when I'm 12, but you know, I think a lot of that was even my mom filming. Like, it's funny. My mother filmed for like 2 months, and I think I took the camera from her. She's never filmed since 1983, I think so. But even like, you gotta remember too, YouTube back then was, you were very limited. You could only have like, I don't know, a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes or something, and there was no live streaming in 2009. So I think that's where I fell back in love with YouTube, was when live streaming became a thing, like us doing this now. And because you know, my background's communications and video and photography and everything, and I love the marriage of broadcasting and all that, you know, all that fun stuff put together. So I love it. But I think back then too, I think I was weary of the point you were saying. I like that you picked that up, but like I was afraid that people were going to steal my footage, and I don't know. I put very little on YouTube back then. I concentrated more on you know, Facebook, and then Twitter, and then Instagram, and now YouTube. So
Yeah.
I wish I started YouTube then. You know, it would have been a lot bigger now. So I think that's why a lot of people are successful that started back then. You know, they just kept the ball rolling, momentum rolling, and everything. So.
Yeah, because I mean, just like anything else, especially YouTube, it's like a giant snowball. You know, I mean, I'd rather use snowball than a dung beetle, but you keep rolling it, it keeps picking up stuff, and it gets bigger.
Did you see
and bigger.
Riot and the Last Dragon? Tuk. It's like a tuk. that thing she rides, whatever. So
haven't seen it yet. My son saw it.
So
he said
good.
he liked it. We're
my
gonna
family
wait.
loved it. It's so good.
We're gonna wait and see it when it comes out on Disney Plus. We paid for the Mulan movie. This one we'll wait for it.
Yeah.
So
if you ever find a night where I definitely recommend. Worth every penny. My family loved it. So all my kids, and they usually don't like. They get bored during movies, but they loved it. So
That's awesome. Can't wait to see it.
now I got them thinking.
No, for real. So, talking about the beginning, what made you start YouTube? Since you started it and stopped, what actually made you pick it back up and get it going again?
Yeah, like I was saying, the live streaming was so much fun. Like, you watch my early live streams, I'm horrible. Like, you go watch that first one. I think it's called Blowing the Dust Off My YouTube channel. I think was my first stream, and I don't know. I love communicating. I love the community we're in. I love meeting friends. I love meeting you guys and everything. So it's just so much fun. I've made so many friends from it. And the hobbies, you know, I own a communications company that does, you know, I do everything from events to digital photography, video, and I'm doing like a lot of real estate video and drone work and everything. And I love doing this because it really it's like going to class. It's like learning how to do stuff and everything. So between the mixture of, thanks, James. James is awesome. Yes, James is one of my members. He's awesome. Thank you, James, so much. I love it. I don't know. See, meeting people like James is just awesome. I don't know. Like I said, it at first it was like, let me do this. Let me get into live streaming as like an education thing. And it just kind of snowballed. And I had my nephew here. He came every week. Frankie did Frankie Fridays. And we have pub talk on my channel and everything. We just have fun. You know, I don't know. It just was, hey, Nick. Hey, Kay. See, a lot of my friends are popping in here, which is awesome.
I was just going to say
yeah,
hello.
Definitely.
Hey, Nick, Surfer Girl, what up? Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
And now the whole retro thing too, like Arlene was saying, like that's when we were kids, and that's what it looked like and everything. And everything I pretty much like. There's a couple little things that, one thing from 1976, my uncle shot. I didn't even go. I was too young then. Another couple little things I shot off the TV or whatever. But I would say like
that's what I like about it is that it looks so retro. It looks like you used what's those big
camcorder?
I did.
That's what I love about watching your videos.
Yeah, and like 85% is shot by me, and like I still go through and I find tapes and like these little tapes and everything. And this one is Universal Studios from 1996. Like I keep finding stuff. This is on my desk, Tokyo Disneyland from 2005. You know, and I just wow. And it's funny because the earlier it is, the more work it needs. Like I'm doing these 1983 ones, and like there's so many glitches and my family and talking, and I don't think I did a lot of those because it takes a lot of work. So I like restoring them, and I've been working with the Philly crew, Ron.
Okay.
He actually helped me. He was helping me process one of the videos I did. It looks really cool too. So I'm like restoring my old footage and everything. So I've been having a blast doing that too. So I keep finding stuff and everything. So
I mean, that to me, that's cool. Just the fact that you have that, because how many people don't have those tapes? I mean, the earliest recorder I personally owned, that we owned, recorded on little DVDs, and I don't even have a lot of those. I have some of them, but I don't even have a lot of those anymore. So the fact that you have a lot of that stuff is really cool, and you can go back and reminisce. What up, Sandy? How's it going? Nick, welcome.
Yes.
Kay, how's it going?
What's up, Nick?
Somebody
My dad's still pissed
chat
about
tonight.
like we literally rented a baby carriage because we had a big VCR and the big camcorder, and I just go up to him like, Dad, and I just walk. This is the camera now, and I walk away. And he still gets mad at me. It's so funny because he's still bitter about that. We had to, that carry that camcorder and everything. And I'll never forget too. I stayed at the Polynesian that time. This is the third time we went. It's the first time I ever went to Epcot. And I kicked everyone out of the room. I said, I want to film the TV. So I have it because, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have computers. And we didn't have phones or anything, cell phones or nothing. So that was my YouTube back then. I recorded the Resort TV footage. And, it's been on Resort TV 1's page. It's got, I don't know, 50,000 views or something. It's crazy. A lot of my footage.
That's funny.
Crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So it's fun. So.
What up, Ed and Mindy? How y'all doing tonight? We love you guys.
They are live. They're back tomorrow, 9:00. Check out
Yes.
my amazing partner channels, Ed and Mindy.
Ed and Mindy.
5 projects.
They're another awesome
We love them
couple
so
that
much.
we've
Yeah.
met. Like that's one thing for us that, like you
Yes.
mentioned, meeting friends and stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I can tell you I didn't expect when I started the channel, because I started the channel. I finally got over that hump of I don't care what the family says, I'm just gonna do it. And then a year later, now Arlene's a big part and Mileen are a big part of the channel.
That's awesome. It helps.
And we've met so many amazing friends, and the relationships that we've built with Ed and Mindy and James and
Yes.
so many people.
Awesome.
Gonzo, Kelly, like I could
Yachty.
just Katrina, like just keep going on and on.
Yes.
And then
I got to meet Ed and Mindy too. They came to New York. I was so happy to get to
Yes.
meet them. So
Yes.
it's like I knew them all my life. So it's really fun. And our kids are friends too.
That's
Oh,
My
very
daughter
cool.
and my
awesome.
son are friends too. They play video games together. So just awesome. Very cool.
That's cool. So, Rob,
Yes, I like that list. Go ahead, Arlene.
yes. Other than
This isn't like Pete McDevitt, right? You're not going to ask me
No.
crazy question. Okay.
no, I'm not
No
gonna ask
crazy-
you.
no crazy
no
questions.
crazy.
Okay,
No crazy questions. Other than YouTube, what do you enjoy doing outside of YouTube?
Obviously, I love Disney. I love movies. I love going to theme parks and adventures and stuff. I love music and concerts and stuff. I have a family of 2 kids and a wife, and we at normal times we travel a lot and everything. We just do what all normal families like to do. All that kind of fun stuff. So.
That's awesome. What kind of concerts do you go to?
Well, it's another thing. It's a whole other aspect of my life. I've been with Bon Jovi for a long time. You guys probably know
That's
that.
what I wanted you to talk about.
Yeah.
Bon
So
Jovi. What?
I'm jaded. I was telling someone the other day. I've seen them. I'm jaded with Bon Jovi. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I think I lost track after 300 times. So,
Oh
but
my gosh.
unfortunately,
Bon Jovi.
working with
Yeah.
them, we got to work with like Don Henley and Journey and Goo Goo Dolls and Rob Thomas and the Florida Georgia Line. I got to do a lot of stuff with those people too.
Florida
So
Georgia
I
Line?
love doing. Yeah, I love doing stuff with other artists and stuff because look,
Yeah.
I like John. Not that they've been I've been really good friends with his family and it's a great relationship. But like doing that other stuff, like we went on a cruise last year. We went on 2 cruises. We did a lot of cool stuff and been to Australia, Japan. Europe a lot. So I went to South America twice, which is in a million years. I never thought I would do these amazing experiences. And
Where
Wow.
I
in
got to
South
travel the world
America?
with them. I went to Sao Paulo and Rio. We went for
Oh,
Rock in
nice.
Rio. So yeah, so it was
Pretty
just
cool.
it's just
Brazil.
I'm very lucky to get to do that
Yes.
stuff. But like I'm a little jaded. So like, what? I don't have a backstage pass. What? Like I can't. If I'm not bored, I can't walk back to catering and eat food or something. So I'm very spoiled. But like the last show I went to go see was the Eagles. We did something with Don Henley, and he was incredible. So I love Don Henley too. I'm a big fan of his. And for us I helped run Runaway Tours. It was like travel company. We did stuff with him, and he was incredible. The first time he did something with us, he talked for 3 hours, which was amazing. And then the second time, it was like, Don, it's all right. It was his 70th birthday. And we're like, you're awesome, Don. And or maybe it was 60th. No, I don't know, 60 or 70, one of his milestone birthdays. He just did this big show and everything. We said, Don, you were so cool last year. It was like a year before. Last year you were so cool. You could just talk for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. He talked for like 4 hours the second time with his fans and everything. So to see
That's
experiences
cool.
like that, and then I get to take, like, that's another cool thing. I get to take pictures with the artist and the fans and everything. So that's a high pressure part of the job, which I actually don't like, but it's something I do.
Yeah.
So I get to
Rob,
see.
if you ever meet Justin Timberlake, just send me a picture. Okay?
I haven't done Justin Timberlake yet. A couple people asked for him too, but we'll
What
see.
up,
Hopefully,
Kelly?
I don't know if I'd ever go back to that anymore, because just the way the world and everything. I think maybe a
Right.
couple of years down the line, maybe that world would come back and everything. But it's tough, with the
It is tough.
COVID, and people don't even hug each other, let alone an artist is going to see 400 people, 300 people, 200, whatever it is, 10 people. They don't. It is what it is. So who knows? Hopefully it'll be back. But I could talk for hours about all that fun stuff. Yeah. So I do that too. Like,
I mean, that
do a
is
lot of
fun
stuff.
and exciting.
Yes, it is.
I mean, the closest experience we had was the kids got her, or I'd say us, but it was a Mother's Day gift for her to go see Justin Timberlake when he came.
Yeah.
And they were younger, so they didn't have a lot of money, and so we sat 4 rows from the top. We sat above the speakers.
Yeah.
Is what it felt like. And then
But it was cool because it was their money spent on me.
That's awesome.
Like it was so thoughtful of them to even get me to the concert.
because even to sit up there for a Justin Timberlake concert was still like $60 a ticket, and so for them, it was good. And then one of our son Marcus worked at one of the food restaurants in the arena, and so he knew.
But he had built relationships
Outside of that,
with the people in the stadium, the ushers, and
and
everything.
so he calls me,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, come here right now." And we're literally in the middle of the concert. There's no intermission.
Yeah.
Justin went
I was
literally.
like, no!
He went like 2.5 hours straight with no intermission, and I'm like, I was like, okay, I'm on my way. He's like, no, bring mom with you. I'm like, bro, this is the middle of the concert. You want her to miss the concert? Because we had to go down from the top to the mezzanine and then all the way to the other side of the arena. And he's like, yes, just come over here. And so we went over there, and he's like, come here. And I'm like,
I'm
okay.
running. I'm like, okay, come on.
And he's like, come here. And we go down into the lower bowl, and he introduces us to an usher that was standing there. And the usher's like, oh, here. And he goes and he pulls out 2 padded chairs. And we sat there kind of in that, right above the lower bowl, like normally where they put the handicap seating and stuff. And we sat there.
Oh my God, I almost
nice.
passed out. I could see him sweat. I was like, oh my God, forget me pee. It was great. It was
good. What up, Kelly? What up, Anna?
Hi, guys.
Welcome in. We're here with our friend RobFuz. If you haven't checked him out, make sure you go check him out, especially if you want to reminisce and bring back some of those childhood memories. If you
That's the best part.
went to Disney as a kid, it'll strike up those memories. And if not, you'll get to see what it used to be compared to what it is now.
Yes.
So it's really cool. I like that you do something different,
It's very unique.
Yeah, that's what I
everyone
try
can
to
do the
do,
stuff
yeah.
today,
Yes.
Kadani Sean, welcome in.
The problem is
Yeah.
everyone doesn't have what I have. You know what I mean? I definitely was
Right.
lucky. Parents who bought me like a $2,500 camcorder then is probably like people could buy a car for that then, 1983 probably. So I was lucky, and then I always just I've had probably about 200 cameras from that point on. Like I just always buy the latest thing, always buy the latest cameras, always buy. I have cameras right underneath me all the time because that's just what I love.
Yeah.
So. I mean, and that's awesome. I mean, for me, I've always been a tech guy. So latest tech, not necessarily cameras, but anything tech-wise, I've always loved getting into. I don't have any formal training when it comes to any audio or video, anything like that. I've always just done it as a hobby. But when I was younger, my first introduction into any kind of audio stuff was installing car stereos. I was the kid in high school that they would come bring their car to, and I would install it for them and run wires.
I was like the AV geek
and,
guy, like
yeah.
at school.
And I mean, awesome. Earlier I asked you how the audio sounded, and you were mentioning how you were critical, and I said I appreciate that because we have throughout the years I always had a really nice home audio setup, and she's always like, "Why would you buy that?" And I'm like, "Cause this sounds like this," and I'm like, "You don't hear the difference? You don't see the difference in that TV versus this TV?" No. I'm like, well, there's
I think when VP was starting out a little bit, a couple times I just told VP he wasn't as loud and everything, and I'm just honest with people and everything. And then he came on today, and I'm like, I didn't know what I was going to expect, and then it came on. It sounded great. And he was telling me what the new stuff he got. So yeah, bravo, it's awesome.
It's been stuff that I've asked other streamers. I'm like, hey, what are you using? Just so I can get an idea. Like, what are you using and how are you doing? And then that became my Christmas list. And so for Christmas, the family went in, and the only thing that I didn't get in the last 9 months is a new computer. Like in the last 9 months, I've gotten a new camera. I've gotten new lighting, new mics, new mixing boards.
That's next. Yes, Rob. You speak it out into the air, and it becomes.
You a Mac or PC guy?
I'm a Mac. For AV stuff, I love Mac. I used to build PCs when I was younger, so I've always been my own little geek when it comes to that later. Stuff.
Let's talk computers later.
I've always loved that.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Since you're a retro guy when it comes to your channel, what is something in your life, whether it's YouTube, Disney, or just personal life, what's something that you hope never changes?
That's a good question. You stumped me, I think. I don't know. I just what was the thing that never changed? I don't know. Just my love for Disney. I just love going down and going to the parks and everything. And what I'm trying to think. I don't know. I guess just my love of Disney would be my answer. Just back in in the 4th grade, I did a report on that's just how much I love Disney. Like I did a report on Tokyo Disneyland when it first opened. This is when I was in the 4th grade or something. When I was a kid, I come on, it was primitive. I had like a little record player with the Disney World soundtrack, and I would put on shows with the Country Bear Jamboree. I would put it was very embarrassing, but I put the spotlight on the different bears when they sang and everything. I was a little kid, so just my love of Disney and just me being like a kid, I guess. That would be my answer. So
that's awesome.
Just going there and my kids and feeling like a kid. Yeah, I think I would I don't want to lose that. So
yeah, that's good. So good.
No, because it's easy. It's easy, especially in today's world. It's easy to lose that,
and to let the weight of the world get on your shoulders and change who you are.
Yeah.
So it's great that you said that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So, what job do you think you would be terrible at?
This is like Pete McDevitt's question. Little kid. I don't know. I just I probably. I've been a lot better, but I think I'd be a lousy cook. I wouldn't be no Remy or Ratatouille. I would not be a good cook. I think so. Like in a restaurant situation, I don't know. I can't. I've gotten a lot better, but I don't think I can multitask doing cooking. So being a chef would be my answer.
Okay.
So, I think I'd be a lousy chef in a restaurant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm more like, I can make waffles and eggs in the morning. That's about it. So.
Hey, that's the best. If you can cook breakfast, that's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a restaurant situation. I'd be a lousy chef. Trying to think what else. I think that would be the number one thing.
Okay.
What changing gears from that, what is your favorite, who are your favorite Disney characters? And the reason it's two is because let's go original Disney, and then let's include all of Disney as it is today.
I am so boring. Like Mickey Mouse has always been my favorite.
Okay.
When Mickey turned, I think 90 or whatever, they had that Mickey celebration in New York. I love going to see that because it was focused on him and the history and very artsy and everything. And I just love Mickey Mouse. I just do, from when I was a kid and everything. That's my old school one. And I don't know. I love Buzz Lightyear. He's always been my favorite. He's like my, for Pixar. I love Buzz. So I was when we did the meet and greet in Disney Studios. It's another embarrassing story, but I was so nervous just meeting those guys. I don't even know why. I called Buzz Woody and Woody Buzz, and they were they were like so pissed. It was so funny. Like I have that footage, I think somewhere. Yeah. I called them by the wrong names. I'm so embarrassed. So. But I was starstruck by Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Disney Studios. So. Too funny. So those are my just very boring answers, but that's the truth. So.
Hey.
So yeah.
What up, Majestic? Welcome to the stream. What up, Mike and Steph? How's it going?
I'm sorry I'm not really looking at the chat or typing in the chat. So a lot of awesome people here. So I just
definitely.
When I do interviews, I get like focused. So.
Yeah. Kay has a question. Kay wants to know, what type of boss would Rob be?
It's a good question, Kay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm a pretty I've supervised people like runaway tours and over the years and everything. I've never really been in a huge boss situation, so I think I'm a pretty good boss. I'm trying to get the work done and everything, but we'll go have a beer afterwards. So I don't know.
Nice. I like those type of bosses.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, but you also need the people that know how to separate that. Like, okay, it's time to work, and then okay, it's time to
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can't separate the two, then I can't. Then I'll just stick with work with you.
Yeah.
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 Sir, while you're looking for the next one, Surfer Ghost says she's always been a mini girl when she was younger. So she was such a tomboy, but she loved Minnie.
Yes.
Minnie's cool.
Yeah. I like Sorcerer
Mickey.
Mickey,
me
yes.
too. It's a good pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Rob, what movie title best describes your life?
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. No, I don't know. I have no clue why I thought of that. As soon as you're saying it, I have no clue. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know.
Oh, that one too. Because you're in New York City, right?
Yes.
And so, yeah, I could see
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
I don't know. I'm boring. I'm such a boring person. Like I love old school hamburgers and French fries, and I love pasta, and spaghetti, and I don't know. I'd say that's number 2.
Okay.
I don't know. It's boring.
What about pizza?
Pizza would be number 3. Yeah, I guess those 3 things. It's just boring.
Yeah.
Pizza's not boring.
No, pizza. I take that at any time.
I never believed her because I had never been to New York until 2007.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I had New York pizza.
He'd always eat pizza, and I'm like, no thanks. He's like,
she's a pizza snob.
She's like, what? He's like, why don't you eat pizza here? I'm like, no, because it's gross. It's gross. I don't like Domino's. I don't like Pizza Hut, Papa John's. I don't like any of that. And he's like, well, what do you like? I said, New York pizza. Anywhere. New York pizza is good.
Yeah,
and
New York
he's like,
pizza's the best.
Yeah, and he's like, oh no, you're crazy. I'm like, okay, just wait.
Well, shockingly, I'm not Italian, but my family's Italian, and my wife's side, and they've owned pizza places over the years, and just amazing pizza. I love their pizza.
Yes.
So, like 3 or 4 different places they've had over the years, everything. It's just so good. They currently have one now in Astoria, Queens. So it's just great stuff. Pizza.
Yes, that's where I'm from, Astoria, Queens.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
What up, Brian West Coast? He says RobFuz gets his salsa made in New York City.
Okay.
Hey,
What that means, but
I
there he
think-
is. Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Pete's here. Ask him what his favorite
Yeah,
is.
I just saw that next. What up,
Hi,
Pete?
Pete.
How's it going? Who is your favorite, Disney Dan or Adam's Lamb?
Pete McDevitt's my favorite, actually. So I'm not even going to pick one of those. So.
Pete, we love you.
Yes.
Hope you're having a great day, sir.
I asked Pete if he would ever get. Steve botched up the question. I was a little bummed the other day, on Sunday night, which was last night. But I want to know if Pete would get, like, he's obsessed with Dan's pillow, Disney Dan's pillow.
Yes.
Oh yes.
And I want to know if he would get a Disney Dan pillow for his setup in the background. He said he would, so he would put it up there with his collection of stuff. So I got to work on that for him. So
Would be hilarious.
little Dan pillow. But, you know, it's funny. He asked me that. I'm actually going to answer that question. It's very hard to pick between the two of them, being friends with them, and like we play video games together and everything. That's another thing that I do too. I'm the worst video game player, and they put up with me because I'm terrible. But like just playing with them, it's a scream. So, and they both have their little elements and stuff, and it's so funny. So it's very hard to pick between the two of them. So. If Dan's not in a bad mood, it's Adam. If Adam's in a bad mood, it's Dan. So I'll answer it that way. It's too funny.
Pete said, absolutely, I'll put it on the wall.
Nice.
There you go, Pete.
I was,
There's
Pete,
a company I
Pete,
saw.
wait, I gotta say something. I was a little bit concerned with all the nipple questions there was yesterday on Pete's
I definitely
interview.
didn't understand
I was like,
Steve's
oh my
infatuation
gosh.
with all the nipples, but okay.
Anyway, we'll leave it there.
My
You
son
guys
was-
have to watch. Go on Pete's channel and watch.
My son was talking. I had a Donkey Kong shirt on yesterday, and he was looking at Donkey Kong's nipple, and he's like, he called it a nibble, N-I-B-B-L-E. So that's
Yeah.
our new name for a nibble. So in our house. So it
Okay.
was cute. It was very cute. So
Grace said, Astoria, that's so
Sweet.
cool. I'm from Bayside and Maspeth, Middle Village in
Maspeth.
Queens.
Nice.
Maspeth.
Nice.
I still don't know how to say it. That's bad. Cool.
Did we even go to Queens when we went?
Yeah.
We did? Wow.
Sweet.
I don't remember. New York is one of those
We did
places that
Brooklyn and
I don't mind going and like getting something to eat and leaving, but I'm not one of those people that need to go to New York. Oh, New York, like no, I'm fine. Let me get out of here.
I do. I love it. It's just when you get in there, it's a lot if you're not used to that culture,
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's very overwhelming. So
Yes.
Yeah. What in honor of Pete, since Pete's here, we'll ask a question similar to what he would ask then, I guess.
Oh no. I'm back on the hot seat.
What is the most immature thing that you do?
Right now, what I'm doing, I'm laying on my arm on the side. Most interesting thing. I don't know. I got to get back to that one. Let me think.
While you're thinking of that,
I don't know. I don't know. Play with kids' games. I don't know. Toys. I guess. I don't know. Go ahead. What was the other question?
how was your life different 2 years ago?
2 years. Oh.
We can't say a year ago because a year ago,
Yeah.
it's kind of like where we're at now,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Like,
Pretty much. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I would travel a lot. We traveled a lot and everything, and that's just out the window for now. So I don't even remember traveling anymore. So that would be the number one thing. It's just I'd be packing.
What's your favorite city that you've been to?
Believe it or not, a lot of people foo-foo it, but Bon Jovi played 12 nights in the UK, and I'm bummed because I didn't know Adam and Dan then, so I would have hung out with them the whole month. I would stay there for a month.
Wow.
One day they went to Paris. They played in Paris at this very bizarre arena. So we had like 3 days off, and I think we went to Paris. We stayed overnight, and the next day they played. I was only in Paris for literally less than 12 hours sightseeing. I loved it. I don't know why I loved it so much. Just I was in awe the whole time with the architecture, and it was a beautiful city. And went over the Eiffel Tower, went up on the Eiffel Tower, and we went over to. It was weird because the Notre Dame Cathedral had a private event, so I got to sneak in there, look real quick, and there was a private event at the Louvre too, so I didn't even get the chance to go to those two places, which I really wanted to do. But it was cool, and I love Rome too. I've been to Rome, sightseeing, and it's just I'm
jealous.
Like going to the Vatican and stuff.
Yeah.
Just I get lucky. Well, that wasn't with Bon Jovi, but we went sightseeing there. So Rome and Paris are like my two favorite. Like if I
Very
think
cool.
off the top of my head. So, and I loved Rio. It was great going down there. I'm spoiled because I got to do a lot of things. Try to think where else. I'd say those three. So
Okay.
That's awesome. Okay, so if you could convince everyone in the world to do one thing at one point in time, what would that thing be?
What would they do? Huh. You guys with these questions are very tough. I have to be the first one too. I could have watched another one and kind of had ideas, but I don't know. I would say, these are tough questions. Maybe you should have given these in advance. I don't know.
No,
because then it's the first thing that
I know. I'm just teasing. Let me think. I don't know.
I mean, I would make everybody give me $1.
I like that. That's good. I like that. I would say, I don't know. Just live life to your fullest. Enjoy yourself.
Yes, that's a good one.
Go to the beach.
Not like my greedy self.
I love Hawaii too. I love Hawaii a lot too. So I'd say go to Hawaii.
Nice. Where in Hawaii?
I went to Maui and I went to Waikiki twice. So, but
nice.
Very fun. So I would say
Maui's cool.
Yeah, Maui's awesome. I just say, live your life to the fullest and enjoy vacationing. That's what I would say. So, guys, what were you saying? I'm sorry, VP.
What up, Candy Mom? How's it going? Welcome in,
Cindy.
I like how Maui, such a small island, but it has every ecosystem.
It does, yeah.
Because of the volcanoes.
Yeah.
Good point.
We're actually trying to work on. What up, Mileen? We're actually trying to work on getting some dates together now to go to Kauai.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad lives out he retired out there.
Hi, Kimmy.
In Kauai.
Oh, cool.
What up, Kimmy J? And so now that travel restrictions are starting to get loosened up, because up until recently, anyone who went there, you had to quarantine in a hotel for 3 days.
Happy birthday, Reese, if you're listening. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it was Reese's
Very
birthday.
cool.
Yeah.
What is the best single day on the calendar, in your opinion?
It's always Christmas. I'm a big Christmas. And my birthday. It's a tie, I guess. So I'm such a sucker for my birthday. And it just now, like nowadays, it's just thanking people for wishing me a happy birthday. So that's my birthday. But
hey, that works.
It's my birthday and Christmas. I'd say, I don't know. It's a tie between birthday and Christmas. Is that what you mean? Like what day of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are.
That's perfect answer.
That was. What's the best way to start your day?
Best way to start the day. I'm weird. I like having eggs and coffee and just relaxing, and I have two kids. One goes to high school. One is in elementary school, and one gets up super early. One gets up late, and then he goes, especially now. So like that 15 minutes I have between the two, I just like to relax and go on the computer. So like I go on Twitter and just see what's going on or whatever, social media, and just have my eggs and coffee, and I'm set. How's that? I guess. Cool. I don't know. I like that. Perfect. It's boring. I'm boring. I don't know.
No, you're not.
It's not boring. I mean, most people like consistency and routine. Thank you.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily boring. It may not be like thrill seeking, but I don't know anyone who wants to start their day off thrill seeking. You need to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
What age do you wish you could permanently be?
Oh, that's interesting. I always like 21. I don't know why. I just when you
that's
first
party age.
Yeah, the party age and everything. So I always whenever anyone asks me that, I always say 21. people in the chat are saying that visit the Vatican. I'm not very religion. I'm not very religious, but man, it was an incredible experience to go to the Sistine Chapel and see the Vatican, like see the decadence there. Definitely recommend that. There you go. That's one of your answers too. I definitely recommend that. So, see the chat.
I would love to go there, just to see it, like you said. Yadi was saying her trip got canceled there because of COVID.
That stinks. You'll get there.
I was supposed to go. Yeah,
she was supposed to go for.
I was supposed to go to Jerusalem for a whole month, and.
Well, Jerusalem, Rome.
Yeah, Jerusalem, Rome, and Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And that was in July of last year.
Yeah. Yep. It canceled. So.
Maybe one day. That was going to be a mother-daughter trip.
Yes.
Nice. Yes. So back to 21, 25 in that range. I love the music and the time and just the way the world was and everything. So I'd say anywhere in between there. So.
Well, as soon as I saw that question,
what do you think?
I thought the same thing because you have the youthful energy, right? And then it's like now we go to the theme parks. If I go to the theme park back-to-back days, the third day I need to relax. Yeah. Whereas my sons who are in their mid and early 20s, and my daughter who's in her late teens, it's let's just keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, I've had my watch, and when it went the last time we went, I think it was like I walked 45 miles a day or something like that. Something, I'm on vacation. It is crazy. So can't imagine how you guys do it all the time like that. I think it was something like that.
For us,
it was more.
Because we go all the time. We take it really easy.
Yeah.
If we go to Epcot, we're gonna walk really slow around, and take our time because we're fortunate enough to live here. We don't have to get everything done.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny because we actually were just talking about this yesterday because yesterday we spent the day with our son. It was just the two of us and our middle son Marcus, who just got married about a week ago. And thank you. And as I was driving home, I told him thank you for coming and spending the day with us. And I was like, I was also gonna say we really didn't do much today, but then I had to put it in perspective because we spent 8 hours?
Yeah.
At Disney World. And now, by not much, we didn't ride a ride until like hour 6.
Yeah.
So the first 6 hours, we just were walking around, talking and enjoying each other's company.
It's awesome.
And it was just funny how at the end of the day, I felt like, wow, we really didn't do much. But at the end of the day, how many other people would love to be able to say they didn't do much at Disney World? And so I just had to put it in perspective for myself to be like grateful. I was already grateful for the time that we spent, right?
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's super awesome. So, did you grow up where you currently live?
No, I'm a Jersey guy, believe it or not. So I grew up in Central Jersey. My hometown was Old Bridge. And ironically, John Bon Jovi lived in Saraville. And Bruce Springsteen lived in Freehold. And Old Bridge, New Jersey is like right in the middle of the two, like of these two famous rock stars. So that's where I lived growing up. And then my wife's family's here, and I moved here about 15 years ago we moved here. I've been a New Yorker for 15 years. But yeah, I was always a Jersey guy. So, it's only an hour away from where I grew up and everything. So it's not that far. When life was normal, we'd just, get in the car an hour at my home, my boyhood home, which is still there. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, I grew up in Jersey Shore, and right in the middle of Jersey is great. You get the north. I went to school up north in William Patterson College, and then get the Jersey Shore. 2 hours north, 2 hours south of New Jersey. It was just great location.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
Philadelphia
awesome.
is like to the west.
You answered my next question without knowing, because I was going to ask you what's something unique and special about the place that you live in, and that's cool. The Jersey Shore is amazing.
Yeah, a half hour to the Jersey Shore. You know, Belmar, Point Pleasant, New Jersey, at Long Beach Island, Atlantic City, and then we love Wildwood. I recommend Wildwood, New Jersey. It's all the way on the south of New Jersey. We go there a lot, you know, in our heyday, not COVID times, but we go to Wildwood a lot and everything. We love it there. So my parents took me there when I was a baby and everything, and I've been going. I'd say I've been there probably about 30 times since I was a child. So we love it.
That's awesome.
Going back to the,
exactly.
the age question,
Yeah.
James said that he would be 17.
Yes.
He thought he knew everything then. And then he could party till 2 and get up at 6 and be fresh.
Oh, gosh.
And then Brian was saying, James, when you're young, you know everything. As you get older, you realize you actually know maybe 10% of what you thought you knew.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes, and the difference is wisdom. There's knowledge and wisdom.
Yes.
Knowledge is having it, and wisdom is knowing when to use it and how to use it.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
It's very interesting. What are 3 personal rules that you'll never break?
Oh boy. Let's see. Don't stream when your friends are streaming. I don't know. I don't know. Rules.
That one's getting harder and harder.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
Yes. The other day, like I was streaming and I saw Kelly was streaming. Like I didn't even know you were streaming, Kelly. Tell me. It's too funny. I don't know. Just be true to yourself. Don't overextend yourself. There's 2, and don't party till 2 o'clock in the morning and get up at 6 a.m. like James Ryan used to. So that's my 3rd one. So, no,
Right.
I don't know. I just you know, do my advice to people would be like never put your eggs in one basket. How's that for one of them?
Okay.
That's the 3rd one. Never put your eggs in a basket. You know, just see what. And I still do stuff in life. You know, I still do stuff for free, and I still have to, you know, pay my dues and everything. So, you know, I always say, see what works, and then that's the best icon. Jesus, it's too funny.
Jesus, help me. I always say that. Jesus, help me.
And here, let the
And
party
he's like,
begin.
I'm here.
Jesus is doing the RobFuz.
Jesus.
What up, George and Cheeses?
Yeah, so I don't know, just basic stuff. Be true to yourself. You know, don't put your eggs in one basket. Did I answer that right?
Yeah.
Don't
very
party
good.
till 2 a.m. like James Ryan.
Love it.
Very
So,
good. These are tough.
what's the best thing you got from your parents? As far as maybe quality or looks or
Oh, okay. You know,
life lessons?
I have good hair. My dad has.
Hey.
My dad still has.
Hold
good hair.
on. Was that a shot at me? Was that
Sorry.
a shot?
But yeah, he's got great hair. My brother's got good hair too, and I think I'm starting to gray on the side a little bit, but yeah. And no, I'm not even talking that. I'm just saying I have good
So
hair.
you haven't like dyed your hair or anything?
No, never.
What? You do got great looking
I
hair.
just have a little gray on the side.
Wow.
Like once or twice I've colored in the gray, but on the side, but that's it. So
Wow. That's awesome.
it can all change tomorrow, though. So.
Mine started
I got
changing in my 20s.
Yeah, I look just like my mother too. So I say my mom's face and my dad's hair. So my dad was good looking those days. You know, when he's young, he's still a good looking man, but yeah. So, but I always think like you look at my mother, like, and just like our actual face right here, like we're looking in the mirror, like together.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wow.
That's funny.
That's cool.
I don't
Yeah.
know. And I think I got their sense of humor and their love of the beach. I don't know. These questions are tough. I don't know.
No, you're
fine.
doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
What where do you wish you could retire, or where do you hope to retire?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm a big beach person, so probably maybe down the shore somewhere. You know, I don't know. Any of the above, Florida, Hawaii, you know, anything like that would be nice. Anywhere down the. I don't know. I don't like extreme heat though, so I don't know how I would do in Florida, but I guess you get used to it, huh? You get used to it, right?
Yeah, but it only takes you decades, but yeah.
I mean, he's still trying to get used to it.
I mean, I can wear jeans all year round
Yeah.
though. I'm originally from Portland, Oregon, but I moved to Miami when I was 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I've lived over 3/4 of my life in Florida, and when I have family come from Oregon to here, the hardest thing to get used to down here is the humidity. And so I can wear jeans and dark colors all year round now. Whereas when I have family come, they're sweating as soon as they get out of the car, no matter what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Humidity is the hard thing here, because
It is.
what people from up north don't realize too is that because of the humidity, our 60 degrees hits harder than 60 degrees up north.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had someone, it was actually a DVC guy who was from Michigan, and we were talking to him, and he goes, I used to laugh at people in Florida when it was 60 degrees and I see them in jackets and hats and stuff, and he goes, it wasn't until I moved down here and I was in my first winter down here, and he goes, yeah, I bundle up.
Yeah.
I love your
different.
Pac-Man in the background, by the way. I always wanted one of those.
This is one of those mini cabinets.
Yeah. I figured it was. Yeah.
Yeah, our son Marcus got it for her a couple years ago for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Gonzo's
That's
always
awesome.
trying to do a giveaway with it.
Nice. I always wanted to sit down Miss Pac-Man or sit down Donkey Kong. Those are the two.
Yeah,
I
the
always-
table.
That's
The
what
table
we
What
want.
ones,
yeah. Yeah, that's
We
what
want to
we
get a
Okay.
sit down one.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Glad you
one
love
day
it.
we'll get one. The last time I priced one out, it was around $1,400.
Jeez. Yeah, it's it's not even. To be honest, I don't think it works. Well, yeah, it does work. This is my little. I love Dig Dug too. So.
Oh, that's
This is a
cool.
really mini one. I shrunk yours. So. I love Dig Dug. I'm a sucker for
Oh,
this game.
yes, Dig
I have no
Dug.
clue.
Oh, my
I own it
gosh.
on every single system I've ever bought. So
You know, there's a
including the
place.
little one.
There's a place in Daytona that you pay $20 and it has all the
The
retro,
retro
and you can play it for free after you pay the $20. But you
The
can,
place we
Yeah.
went.
yeah,
Yeah, it was the
all the retro
it was
ones.
it was an arcade museum.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been to the, I do have a video on my channel. It's called Yestercades. It's in Jersey, so
Okay.
that's really cool. I love those kind of retro games.
And then they
Arcades,
have a couple bars down here. One's called Ready Player One, and the
Oh,
other
cool.
one's called Joysticks.
Yeah.
And
I've heard of that one.
They have retro games inside the bars that you can go in
Oh, cool.
and play. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool. Thanks,
Do you
Jim.
have anything else you want to ask me before
That
Yeah.
list. Anything.
I
you can
have.
ask.
I do. What are the most annoying habits other people have?
What are the most annoying? Not
Yeah.
I don't know. Not
Yeah,
You
you
know, I
do. Yeah, you
think-
do.
the things that bother me, and I literally just complained about it earlier. like people not like. It's funny. I literally just complained about it about 10 minutes ago before we started. But people not redoing the toilet paper, refilling it.
Yes.
my son just
yes.
leaves- Like it's like something my son does every single day, and I tell him not to do it. That's what really annoys me. But the toilet paper is the number one thing. So, but
That's
he
a
leaves a
good
wrapper
one.
there, or the Capri Sun little plastic straw thing there. It just drives me nuts. Stuff like that.
That's-
Repetition of stuff, bad habits. That's what drives me nuts. I think that makes sense. I hope
Yeah.
it makes sense. Yeah.
anything else?
Do you?
Great questions.
Okay. So I'll ask another one. What?
So wait, time out. The next interview, are you going to ask the same questions again, or
I might. I
you
don't know.
might mix them up a little? I was just curious.
Yeah, mix them up a little
She
bit.
has a list.
Oh yeah, I do have a list. What are two of your favorite smells that bring good memories? Not bad memories, but good memories.
Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean, whatever you want to say.
Yes.
That water smell. I don't know what the bromine thing. I love that. I don't know why, because it just brings me down there. That's a weird one.
Okay.
That is a weird
Kelly
one.
sent Dan a pickle scent too. So pickles be my other. No, it's not pickles. So.
I love pickles. She hates
I
pickles.
hate it.
I love the smell of the ocean.
Okay.
No, it's weird. I do love. I was kidding about Pirates of the Caribbean, but I actually love the ocean smell, and I love being at a pool. I love that
Oh,
smell.
yeah.
I don't know why.
So let me ask this then: does the beach to you smell like suntan lotion, or does it smell like
That's a good question.
salt water? Because
Yeah.
we smelled a candle somewhere,
Yeah.
and it said beach something on it, And
It
when I
was
smelled
suntan
it,
lotion.
it smelled like suntan lotion.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like the beach, like salt water, like you said. So that's
Yeah.
Okay.
it's not right.
Yeah, for me, it's the weirdest. Like, I love, like, when I would go to Colombia, my grandmother washed her clothes by hand, you know, and she used this big old, like, block detergent soap. It's a blue soap.
Hey, Mar.
And every time, like, I go to the Spanish stores to do something and I smell it, it just brings back
Aw,
that memory of her. So
That's awesome.
that's my favorite smell.
very cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Grace, I think the same thing. Fresh air and
Fresh
salt
air,
water.
yeah.
And I do like the pool,
That's a
like
good
you
one.
said, like the
Fresh air.
chlorine smell from the pool. I don't know why, but I just love that smell. It just, I don't know.
For-
Vacation time.
What's-
Dee-dee-dee.
What's my favorite smell?
Like, what? Am I supposed to know that?
Yeah?
Me? No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pizza. Come on. I don't
Oh,
know.
pizza, yes.
No.
Your favorites? Oh, yes, motorcycle exhaust.
She agreed on
Well,
me.
that's one. Motorcycle
fun.
exhaust, and
Yeah.
then I love evergreen, like
that.
Oh, yes.
evergreen trees from the Pacific Northwest.
Nice. There's
I
two different
love-
like
Oh yeah, no,
Uh-huh.
it's
two different
Yeah, you-
spectrums.
It is.
you. There's like black and white. Like you couldn't get too further away from each other.
Yes.
VP wants to
Which
be on the
means-
bike with one of those, you know, the
It's, but
tree
I
air
wanna be-
freshers on a bike. That's what he
I
wants.
want to be on the motorcycle riding through the forest.
yes.
I like that. Oh, what's going on with this straw?
Hi,
Sorry.
Dad Bill.
What up, Dad Builds? As we wind down here, Rob, we thank you for coming on and being our first guest.
Yes. I
Chat.
do have a question for him, though.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
one
let you
more.
ask it after at the very end.
Okay.
So we'll close out with that. Before we close out though, Rob, what do you want everyone that's listening and that watches the replay? What do you want them to know about RobFuz and your channel?
Oh, that was the question.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
there you
There
go.
you go. Kill two birds with one stone. No, I go live every Friday, 4:00. It's the worst time ever to stream, but that's what works for me. So, 4:00 Fridays. I have a show called Pub Talk with my friends. I have RobFuz hangouts, and maybe I'll bring Frankie back. We do Frankie Fridays, and we just have fun. You know, like when I'm blast, you guys have to come on too one of these days. We're having a blast on Fridays, and we just have fun, especially now, like in quarantine and all that stuff. I go live, like I said, every Friday. Just such a fun time. I'm doing another thing with retro. I do like an all request retro ride show. Like you say, hey, I want to watch Pirates. I want to see TTA, and I want to see Carousel of Progress or whatever. And I'll just play rides on the fly. I've been trying to master that. I just like to be different and everything.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do like showing all my home movies and all my different stuff. I have so much stuff coming too. I do have memberships and everything. We just have fun. I give sneak peeks of to my members of what I'm working on, and we just have fun. So I appreciate the supporters and everything. So and that's it. Just there's so many channels out there. There's so many people doing so many different things and everything. So I like to try to be different. Try to do some different stuff. And like in my travels, when I go back to traveling, I have Las Vegas, and I go to the Bronx Zoo, or I go to the aquarium or something like that. I like
That's
doing
a
that.
really good zoo. The Bronx Zoo is such a
It's
good
awesome.
zoo. Like
Very
you
cool.
don't expect it to be
Yeah.
as big because it's in the city.
It's huge,
But
yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
great.
huge.
Definitely
It's
cool.
a great zoo to visit.
I
Yeah.
never been there.
Oh, I
You should. You can watch one of my videos. So yeah, I just like to have fun and everything. So that's
Yeah.
it.
That's
I'm
good.
sure a lot of
Having
these
fun is
people know
awesome.
me. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's some new people I don't know here. So,
Yeah.
The Disney Baker, what
Hey,
up?
Chris.
How you doing? Well,
Chris
like I
is
said,
in
Rob, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for having
we
Thank you
we
so much.
appreciate it.
It's so much fun getting
Yeah.
to know you. I feel like I know a different side of Rob.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool.
What we
Appreciate
wanted to do, close out, talk about a couple things real quick. One, we're on the road to 1,000. We're less than 300 subs away.
Ooh.
Once we get there, these two items will be given away. Since my kids call me Papi
You guys got 2 new subscribers having me on today, so you're at 76.
Awesome.
I just refreshed.
Awesome. Thank you,
So,
guys.
this Disney Parks Loungefly, I think, is officially
Cheap
sold
bag.
out now.
Yeah, this is sold out at Magic Kingdom.
So those,
Yeah.
I wanted to get this one because the 80s for us, we love the 80s, and that bag
too.
speaks 80s to us.
Speaks retro. That bag is
Yeah,
so retro.
definitely.
We should put RobFuz on it too.
And then you guys have seen the Magic Mail P.O. Box go down the bottom. We got our first 2 Magic Mail
Oh my gosh,
recipients,
yes.
so I wanted to share them with you. One of them is from...
Can I show it?
Yeah.
wanna show
This one is from
This is so
our buddy
cool.
Robert Lint.
Yes.
Robert, if you're still in here, we thank you so
much.
much. He gave
Wait
us a
till you
letter.
guys see this. This is like the
And
best.
before she shows you,
You ready?
he gave us a letter and it says, VP gang, I was at an antique store last week, saw this and thought you might enjoy it. Just a little token of appreciation for all the entertainment you guys provide. Thanks, Bob Lint.
We do.
And so we definitely appreciate
love it.
you.
Look.
Wow, that's so cool.
And so he gave us a pristine Disney dollar.
Oh, it's so neat. I have one somewhere. My buddy Mickey on it.
So cool.
Thank you,
We're gonna-
Robert.
We're gonna frame it.
Yep, we're gonna.
cool, Robert.
It's
Yes.
since it is literally in pristine condition, and you did a great job packaging it.
Yes.
We thank you so much. That we're gonna frame it, and it'll end up being probably on our
Yeah.
on our back wall.
There's a spot. I see it. Right.
Yep.
Yep. And then we got an awesome Easter gift
Yes.
Ooh,
from Surfer Girl, Cherie, Surfer Girl in chat.
he's awesome.
You guys are-
Oh, cute.
The card says,
She knows
faith
us
is the
well.
friend that comes along when things just seem to go all wrong. And it says, Dear VP Arlena Mileen, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come to City Walk to meet me and James. We had such a nice time. We hope you have a wonderful Easter. Love, Cherie and James. Cherie, we did. We had an awesome time.
my
We
gosh,
loved
yes.
going down the City Walk and meeting you and your husband and talking to him.
Gosh.
And check that out. She knows we love Up, and so we
Yeah.
got
Very
Russell.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate you all. And it's been such a good time tonight.
Yes.
Be on the lookout. Make sure your notifications are set to all because this week, Mileen
different.
is, it's going to be a lot different. Tomorrow we're going to be going, I haven't put it up yet because we literally just right before getting home, we just got a park reservation for tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be going live at Magic Kingdom tomorrow morning. We don't know if our normal scheduled Thursday one that we normally do is going to be able to be there because this week is all booked up. And so
Yes.
us getting this
Spring break.
was literally on a whim.
It's crazy.
So tomorrow morning, the 3 of us will be at Magic Kingdom together. And then Friday, Mileen will be doing the stream herself. We'll be there with
Yes,
her.
because it's her birthday.
It's her birthday. She
Aw,
wants to do
happy
a
birthday.
live stream for her birthday.
Yes.
She will be giving away one of the adventure boxes that she's made.
I love those boxes. I was telling them before the
So-
stream. So nice.
Yeah, thank you. And so
Nice.
if you want to get your own mystery box, email us at adventureswithvp@gmail.com. Hit us up on Instagram. There are 2 different types available. There's one Odyssey box available. It's a $200 value with $260. It's a $200 box shipped with $260 value in it plus. And then there are the adventure boxes, which are $125 shipped. And then remember, $5 of every box will be donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That's nice.
That's what she has decided to start doing, which is awesome. So we just can keep encouraging that. So if you know of anyone, any friends or family, let them know. Go to Adventures with VP on Instagram or email us. We do have currently 8 boxes available. That is 700. It's 700 and it's all yours. I will personally deliver it for
Gonzo's
700.
gonna die.
He lives in Baltimore. I don't know if you want to drive there.
Oh,
Gas.
I'll get my dad's trailer. And I can make up the cookies that I sent Pete and take Pete some cookies too.
VP's got Pac-Man fever though, so
So
I saw Kelly I think Kelly was undoing the boxes. The boxes are awesome.
Oh,
yeah. If you guys want to see what some of these boxes may contain,
Yeah, Yachty too. No, not Yachty. Mouse
Talk.
Perfectly Cat opened one.
Perfectly
Yes.
Cat, Mouse Talk,
They're
and
awesome.
then the Mickey Bunch.
Yeah, and so Elle's World, I think, is getting ready to post a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joelle's, she did one of the newer boxes.
Yes.
And then just keep a lookout because we will be doing very awesome things. We're trying to do the stream this Thursday, but like I said, we'll let you know. Friday and tomorrow are for sure.
Yes.
Cool. Anything else?
Yes.
Tonight, go to the Adventures of Gonzo, 10:30.
Yes.
It's guys' night on karaoke. So I'll be there with a bunch of other guys. So come out and have some fun and laugh at us. And
Yes.
it's going to be a good time.
It's
Check
one
out our
thing you don't want to see
friend.
is me singing. So.
Yeah. Check out our
I
friend
won't be there.
Kelly, the Mickey Bunch, Lunch with the Brunch. I think it's Mondays, Wednesday, Friday, right? Monday, Wednesday,
Yep,
Friday.
11.
Brunch with the Bunch, 11 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
What did I say?
I don't know
That's
what
it.
you
You said
Okay. Okay.
it. And then Sunday nights at 10, I think. Right?
Yes.
Is there
Yes,
other
but
show?
that one's spilling the tea after dark. That one
Yes.
gets that one
Spicy.
gets spicy. Yes.
Kelly,
And
really
then-
spicy? Nah.
Nah.
I'm shocked.
Hi Dawn, how are you?
Don, how's it going? Speaking of another friend that we've been able to meet.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Dawn
one
is
thing I would
awesome.
tell you, Rob. When you come down, we'll definitely do our best to go and meet you.
Yes.
It's one thing that we love to do since we know that it's hard. It's harder for people who don't live here to come down. When people do come down, we try to make it a point. Like Cherie said, they were at City Walk, so we drove down to City Walk and we were able to eat with them. So anytime somebody comes down, you guys hit us up on Instagram, send us an email.
Yeah.
We'll definitely try to fit it in our schedule to go down and spend some time with you.
Yes.
So thank you guys. We love you. And remember, love is magical. Go share it with someone.
Bye. See you on our next adventure.